Hey guys, this is question MM047 of the Maths Methods Sharpened Study Guide. We're given a graph of a function with domain R, and it's shown below. So this is clearly a cubic equation, and it's actually a negative cubic because it sort of goes down like that. So what we're looking for is the graph which best represents f of negative 2x plus 1. So there's a few things that we could do here. There's two different ways you could approach this question. The first way I would recommend, if you are a little unfamiliar with cubics, which if you are, I would try and fix. And that way is to actually work out what the equation of this graph is based on the intercepts and the coordinates, and then apply this transformation to that graph and to that equation, and then use that equation, sketch that equation, and figure out which one of these is the correct answer. So even just saying it sounds long, so I would recommend against doing that. If you're comfortable with cubics or just functions in general, I would do the way that I'm about to show you. So we don't actually need to know the equation of this to figure out what the graph of this is. And what I mean by that is we can simply apply these transformations to this graph and get this graph. So let's start with the f of negative 2x. So let's just approach this as if it were f of negative x. And if it were f of negative x, the resulting graph would simply be rotated over the y-axis. So it would look something like, if I can get this right, something like that. If it was just f of negative x. But because it's f of negative 2x, it's actually squeezed into the y-axis, dilated by a factor of 2. So all of our graph is actually going to get skinnier. So it's going to look something like, it's testing me, something like this. So it's a lot skinnier on the graph. So that's our f of negative 2x taken care of, and then just a plus 1. So this is currently going through negative 4. However, with a plus 1, it would actually be going through negative 3. So it would come up like this, come through negative 3, and go back up again in that skinny sort of path, which we just look at the graphs on here and see which one corresponds to that. A is our closest answer. So A is a lot skinnier than the others. This intercept here needs to be at least half of 2, because we've dilated by a factor of 2. So this one here cannot be the correct answer. It's too close to 2. B is actually still a negative cubic graph, whereas when we flip it, it becomes a positive. So B is incorrect. D is just completely off, and E is not even a quadratic. So we can't even bring that into it, which means that A is our answer.